Okay. Hello, everyone. I am going to be um, doing a mukbang, which is a eating show. So I'm gonna go through my food and also go through a lot of the common questions that I get on my Facebook page, Life in Real Time. So if you jump on, say hello. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. If you're not able to catch this live, I will go back and answer the questions that I see on the video. So I'm going to go ahead and just open my group page right now. So if you are new here, if you are just watching this video, I started my depression journey blog about 2 years ago, and I also opened a group on Facebook where everyone can have like a sense of community there and answer questions and just have a community with people and just to know that you're not alone. And that was a really big thing for me, is that I really needed some sense of connection with people when I was going through my hard times. And so I see some people jumping on. When you jump on, say hello in the chat so I can see who you are. So let me show, let's see. Yeah, I definitely want to see all of your chats. This is filter, don't want to filter. All right. Hey Stephanie, how are you? Tell me where you found me and if you're a part of the group as well, so I can know where you come from and know how you saw that I was going live. And if you are subscribed to me, if you want to get notifications, especially when I go live, I'm doing live videos a lot now on YouTube. And you have to be subscribed and also click the notification bell so you get a notification when I go live. All right, and so I am looking a bit of a sweaty mess because I did come back from the gym about 2 hours ago now. So now I'm just eating dinner, and I went to my favorite place out here in California called Curry Up now. It's this Indian street food place, and I always get this hella vegan bowl. It's like biryani, it's like chickpeas, potatoes, rice, a bunch of different vegetables, and it's just like the best, I'm telling you, and I love it. So you can see this huge bowl of food right here, and I also have they call it sexy fries, and it is vegan as well. I think it's basically just sweet potato fries with like the same kind of stuff that's on that, so I'm basically eating like double. Okay, so if you have any questions, Stephanie, since you are here on the live stream, post below. It doesn't have to be about depression or Wellbutrin or anything like that. If you are here following my journey of fitness, if you have questions about that, or if you just have any questions at all, just like any random questions, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and dive in here. This food is so good. These are like potato samosas. Huh. Yeah. Oh, awesome! That's so awesome. I made that Wellbutrin video like 2 years ago, and it's so awesome to see that people are still looking at it. Like, I don't even know how many views it has. And you said looking for info on Wellbutrin. I'm in the Facebook group as well. Oh, awesome! That's so cool. Yeah, let me know what have you started the Wellbutrin? I was on it for I believe a year, and this time last year actually is when I decided to stop taking Wellbutrin. So this is a good video to give you, I guess, an update, a year update on being Wellbutrin free. I did start Prozac for a little bit. I was on Prozac for, I don't know, maybe 4 months. Where that depression can ever be 100% cured, but I believe that you can push through the rough and tough times, the sadness. I'm also drinking a beer, so I haven't had a beer in a while. But I wanted something that wasn't just water. But depression for me, dealing with the loss of my dad, which is what really pushed me down into a spiral, into the deep dark hole of depression that we call it. And I just really needed something to help balance my emotions. You said you're about to eat dinner. What are you gonna eat? See, that's kind of what these mukbangs are about, right? Like, people watch them while other people, like, you watch it as you're eating dinner, and that's what I do. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, the sun is coming in pretty bright right now. It's going down. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the discussion on my Facebook group, Life in Real Time, and just kind of go through frequent questions. Let's see. You said you started on the 26th. I don't think it was helping much. We may try again. I've tried SSRIs way back in my 20s, and I don't want to go on that route. Yeah. I know I had really bad, reaction, or not reaction, just a really bad time in general with SSRIs, and I think maybe Prozac is one. I'm not sure. It probably is, but I've tried other ones. I think it was like something with an A, Celexa, I think. And it was just really bad. I tried Zoloft, and it just made me emotionally numb. And that's not something that I want. I still want to feel some kind of emotion. Excuse me. You said you started on the 26th, but you haven't taken it for a week. I don't think it was helping much. Yeah, so like when you definitely have to give Wellbutrin some time. And I'm only going to speak on Wellbutrin and Wellbutrin and Prozac, because that's my experience. But definitely with let's see, with Wellbutrin, this is what I was on Zoloft. With Wellbutrin, I know you have to give it a good month for it to like really get in your system, and for it to for your body to adjust. It took a good month for me to see like good, oh wow, this is really paying off. The first couple of weeks it was like so much energy, and I was up all the time, and it was great because I was feeling so like lethargic before, and I was like, oh, I have all this energy, this is great. But that doesn't last. The whole time, and some people mistake that. Some people think that Wellbutrin will just give you like so much energy, like Ritalin or something, and it's definitely not for that. And I know that some doctors will say, oh yeah, it's like not officially for ADHD, but like it will help you. Yeah, it's only going to help you for like the first 2 weeks, in my opinion, in my experience. But like, you can definitely tell if you go back and look at my videos. I did document every single day for a week, maybe 2 weeks straight. I started having little side effects. Stephanie, are you talking about Wellbutrin, or are you talking about another one? Hey, somebody else just jumped on. When you're on, post something in the comments so I can see who you are, so I can talk to you. But yeah, definitely go back and watch my videos. I think I did like a week, maybe 2 weeks, straight every single day, and then I did a month update, and then 2 months updates, and I think 3 and 5 or something, and then I kind of veered off on that. Sorry about that, but I did do a month update, and you can definitely tell the huge difference in me. Oh, there's 4 of you on. Hello. Okay, so Stephanie, you're saying I started having little side effects. Can't describe it, like twitching, never gave me energy. Yeah, that's pretty common for Wellbutrin. Are you, if you're on too high of a dosage, that might be what's happening to you. You might want to scale it back a little bit and see how that goes, and give that a good few months. Oh, you on 150? Yeah, I was on 150 for a good like 3 to 6 months or something like that, and then I felt like it was kind of not really working that well, and so I upped it to 300. Yeah, that's weird. Are you taking it on a full stomach? And again, all this advice is just from little old me. I'm not a doctor, so like, please, for sure, like, tell your doctor what's going on, share your experiences, document what's going on, so you can have a good list. Hey Johnny, so you have a good list when you go talk to your doctor and discuss your symptoms, so you can understand, so they can know, and be as detailed, be detailed with your notes. Hi Johnny, thanks so much for joining. Did you see my post on Facebook? Is that how you saw that I was live? Are you currently taking Wellbutrin? I would say, Stephanie, I would say keep taking it. I always took mine in the morning. Start taking it in the morning, and make sure, like, I always took mine in the morning and after I had breakfast. So my belly was full, I was feeling good. Hey Mohammed. Stephanie says, I start therapy Tuesday, and I've been battling this for 5 years, and it's been really horrible for the past year. I lost my father unexpectedly. Yeah, so I mean, no time is a bad time to start therapy, and I condemn you, Stephanie, for being brave and taking that first step and going into therapy, because I'm telling you, it will help you. It will help you along this journey. It will help you, push you into be the better person that you are, and retrain your brain, because people that are, it's so bright in here. People with depression have this emotional, your brain is a muscle too, and it has this muscle memory of just when things happen, it's just automatically going to go to that spot of depression. And it's really hard, and it seems really simple to just say, like, retrain your brain, but you really have to retrain your brain, and going to therapy is going to help you with that. Oh man, Stephanie, I'm so sorry to hear that about your father and your sister. Girl, I want you to know that you're not alone, even though we don't know each other in person, but you are not alone. We have an entire community, and I hope that you use that and reach out to whenever you need help. We are there for you, and if I can be a person to tell you that it does get better, if I can be an example, it does get better. You just have to push through and continue living the life that you are proud of. The one thing that kept me going, my therapist said last year after my father died, was, she said, you need to start living a life that your father would be proud of, that your father would be continue to be proud of. And I'm like, wow, wow. Because look, you guys, I have this tattooed on my arm. It says, "Always proud of you, love, Dad." And she said, right now, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you're not living a life that your father would be proud of. And I'm like, wow, okay. Like it just really, it really hit me. Oh man, I wish this wasn't so sunny. I might have to move. Hold on. Is this better? Much better. Okay, now you can see my kitchen. You're welcome, Stephanie. If you ever need anything, reach out, okay? Look, for those of you who just joined, hello. I am giving an update on my depression and kind of where I'm at right now, and I'm also doing my first vegan mukbang, which is just means eating show. And I'm eating a bunch of Indian food right now, and loaded Indian sweet potato fries, and a beer. So cheers, guys. Who was it that was saying that he was in school? Call me John. Not on Facebook because I'm supposed to be studying. So John, so you just saw me live on YouTube. That's really cool. You should go study. Don't stay here too long. Mohammed, how are you? Are you on my channel because of the depression or the fitness workout? How did you find my channel? Let me know. Oh, you're in Finland. That's pretty cool. So you started it 4 months ago. How are you doing? Are you part of the Facebook group too? I love that it's grown so much and it's such a huge community now. I don't even know how many people are in there. My dog is sitting here just watching me, waiting for the food to drop. So good. You're on 300? Okay. I was on 300 for about 6 months. Oh yeah, I was gonna go through the questions. Do any of you have questions? Mohammed? Johnny, are you still here? It's like 5 of you here. It's so exciting. Hi guys. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Do any of you also listen to personal development? No? Stephanie? Okay. So, there are so many different, let's see. Johnny, you had some ADHD symptoms. I want to know about the ADHD and the weight loss. Okay, Mohammed. So let's talk about personal development really quick though. I'm really big on personal development. And one of the books, the book that changed my life 4 years ago, is by the author of James Allen. And the book is called As a Man Thinketh. And the audiobook is on YouTube. I highly suggest you go listen to it. It's about an hour. Every once in a while, if I'm having kind of a bad day or bad week, I will go on YouTube and I will just let it play in the background and just listen. And that book, it's all about a positive mindset and pushing out the negative thoughts that you have in your head. And I know like some people think it sounds like wacky and crazy and like, it doesn't work, but like 100% works. And it's about the law of attraction. And if all you do is think about negative things, it's all you will attract. Okay, so positive thinking attracts positive things in your life. Okay. Johnny, you said a friend sent me the same link a few years ago. See, I'm telling you, it's a great book. And go to YouTube, listen to it. It is amazing. So James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, perfect book for you to read. I'm telling you, all of you should just not read it or listen. If you want to read it, you can read it. It's like a thin little book. It'll take you probably an hour to read it. So it's so small, but you can listen to it on YouTube. The other two people that I've really been like this in love focused on right now is Tony Robbins. And it's Robbins with 2 B's. Robbins. He is great. He talks a lot about mindset. He talks a lot about depression and choosing to be happy. And I 100% believe that you have control of your entire life. And you should never live your life as if you're a circumstance. I mean, you're what is it called? What is it? Don't live life because of your circumstance. I know I'm messing that up, but you are not a result of your circumstance or something like that. Or basically, you shouldn't let your past or your circumstances like define you. Okay, and like I'm not great at describing things. I do the best I can, but Tony Robbins, he has a lot of motivational talks on YouTube. If you have Netflix, he has a great documentary called I Am Not Your Guru. So look that up if you have Netflix. Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru. And if you listen to that, if you listen to the James Allen book, if you watch the Tony Robbins documentary, let me know, because I want to talk to you about it. I want to talk to somebody else about it. It is amazing. And the other person that I've been following a lot lately is Gary Vaynerchuk. He has a daily vlog called Daily VEE, and it's Gary. Hey Chrissy, Gary Vaynerchuk, and he is he's like the king of like personal branding. So that's kind of not really. I don't want to say it's not related to like depression and like getting out and like positive thinking, because he's really big on that as well. But if you're an entrepreneur, if you're wanting to like start your own business, if you want to learn more about your personal branding, then definitely Gary Vaynerchuk is the man. He's great. He has a great story. And he has a few audiobooks on Google Books if you're interested. But there's also a lot of free. He puts out all of his content for free on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Just go out there and just look those people up, and they're amazing. They definitely rock my world. A book that I read a few months ago was called You Are Badass, and I know that's been going around a lot on Facebook, on social media. Like I read it, and it's definitely 100% changed my life as well. So yes, so those are the four personal development books and authors that I can give you, and I definitely recommend looking up some of those sources on YouTube. I'll post some in this group as well. I haven't really thought about putting anything in the Facebook group, but I will definitely post my top 4 personal development resources out there for sure. Okay, so let's get back to the questions. A friend that sent me that book read As a Man Thinketh while he was in prison and has lived by it since. See, I'm telling you, it changes people's lives. Let's see. Well, Johnny, I would definitely say you should read it again, because maybe at the time you weren't really at that time where you felt like you could connect. Read it again. Listen to it. Maybe listening to it would be better. and really do some research about law of attraction. There's a movie called The Secret. It's like a really lame, like honestly, like kind of like a lame produced video. It's like it's an old movie, but it's a great message. Okay, so let me go to the questions. So Mohammed said, I want to learn more about the ADHD and the weight loss, and somebody else said ADHD symptoms. Yeah, so I didn't really, so I'll go ahead and say that I used to take Ritalin and ADHD medication and stuff as well, and I took that on top of Wellbutrin. So Wellbutrin and my Ritalin, and it just, I mean, it made me like hyper focused, but it was just not personally what I needed in my life. And I eventually stopped taking the Ritalin, and I found other ways, other alternatives to help me stay focused. And you know, I'm not one that is a expert on that by any means, but just I take a lot of notes, and I can get like very overwhelmed and very anxious about having a list of things to do and having so much stuff to do and starting one project and like going to the next one, and then like, you know, just a snowball effect of like I have a whole bunch of projects that aren't finished, and that's just it used to be an ongoing struggle for me, and now I write down everything and make sure like I complete the project before I move on to the next one. And that's just really what has helped me. And with like studying, I know some of you are in college, in school. With studying, I know I learned to work backwards. And so like I had a solution and I would go backwards, and that's just like not the best way to learn at all. And so recently when I went back to school and I did some schoolwork, I quickly realized that I have a shitty study habit. And like I'm 30. I graduated college in 2013, so it's been a minute, and it's hard to focus, especially for me. And I give myself little goals, little like, you know, 30 minutes. I'll do 30 minutes of studying, or an hour of studying, of work or whatever, and then I give myself a break, like a 10-minute break to go do something else, or you know, get on YouTube or something like that. But I always give myself a limit as well, so like a 10-minute limit, very strict limit. You just have to be really disciplined with yourself with that. So to go back to your question about ADHD and weight loss, so I don't think I necessarily got ADHD, quote, ADHD symptoms when I started Wellbutrin, because I was already feeling that way, you know, so it wasn't like it was adding to it or anything like that. But I did the first couple of weeks, maybe even a month. No, it was the first couple of weeks when my mind was just racing all the time. And I did a video. It was during my first week's, maybe second week videos. Bye, Stephanie. Thanks so much for stopping by. Talk to you later in the Facebook group, okay? So the first week or so, my mind was just racing. I had so many different things to think about. I was thinking about things, and that was a lot for me when I first started, because you know, after losing my father, my mind was just so numb, and I wasn't feeling anything. I wasn't even thinking about anything. I would come home and just want to do nothing, and I didn't care about anything, and so that, I guess that's like I feel like that's a different thing when I started Wellbutrin, because it just like sparked all these thoughts in my head. Does that make sense? So it wasn't like ADHD. It was just like I had so much stuff to think about. Oh my God, you know. So it was just a lot of hyper thinking. All right. So and you also said weight loss. I do believe Wellbutrin is and can be marketed as I think it's marketed as like a smoking drug. Like you can stop smoking with it as well and lose weight, or it's combined with with like those patches that help you quit smoking, and then Wellbutrin helps you lose weight or something like that. But like, I don't know, I don't think I lost any weight, and at that time I wasn't really at a point where here, hold on, somebody wants to see my Facebook, I mean my YouTube. Let me link really quick. But I wasn't really at a point where I felt like I needed to lose weight, because I was already in such a like bad mindset anyways, and I wasn't really eating that much. And so you know, I don't know, I didn't really see, where's my channel? I didn't see a big weight loss change. Let's see. Let me link this. Oh wow, this is like really synced up. This is great. This is like really live. Okay, so yeah, I didn't see a lot of weight loss, so I can't say on that. But there are a lot of people in the community Facebook group that may have seen weight loss. So reach out and see what they have done. I've always been on like a vegan, plant-based kind of lifestyle. So I still like tend to eat healthier and cleaner. And I can definitely, talk about that if you want. Let's see. All right. I'm in my 5th year struggling through college, and I never understood ADHD meds until this past week. Today was my first day on Adderall, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. Well, I'm sure this today I didn't feel super focused though. Oh yeah. See, yeah, Johnny. So like, what you have to do, you really have to be. Hold on, I gotta move again. The sun is following me. You really gotta be. Disciplined with yourself, Johnny. It took me 5 years to finish college as well, so don't feel bad about that. Go at your own pace and do the best you can. But if you find yourself losing focus and just putting your focus towards different outlets like social media, like YouTube, then give it a shot of giving yourself like a strict limit. I believe I saw this. I saw this on a video about procrastination, and I am like the biggest procrastinator. And it's like it's ASAP science procrastination. So if you want to go watch that video after this, you can. But it basically talks about how like the best like musicians and I guess people out there, I don't know, who study a lot and who do a lot of work, like they do like hyper focused work for like 45 minutes to an hour, and then they give themselves like 15-minute breaks, and then 45 minutes, and then 15-minute breaks. So it's like broken down into those segments. So instead of doing, like 3 hours of hardcore studying, like try that. And also be really strict about yourself and set a timer. Set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. If you want to take a break and be on social media, 10 minutes, timer goes off, you stop. So then you work, so then you work again for 45 minutes and work your way to a goal. Listen to the 5 seconds rule by Mel Robbins. Okay? All right, I'm going to go back to the questions. Somebody posted earlier. Chrissy, do you notice irritability and worsening of a do you notice irritability and anxiety worsening? Yes, that is 100% a side effect of Wellbutrin. There was a video, I talked about it, about how I felt on edge all the time. I caught myself like being tense like this all the time, like all the time. And I was like that for a good month, maybe 2 months, and I was on edge, like anything and everything just pissed me off, you know. And anxiety definitely worsened. In the end, that's the reason why I decided to quit taking Wellbutrin because it was worsening my anxiety, I felt like. And towards the end, I kind of had a bad habit of, yeah, Chrissy. So if you're feeling that, that's how it is. How long have you been on Wellbutrin, and what milligram are you on? Let's see, I gotta head to work. Thanks for keeping it fighting, guys. All right, thanks so much, Mohammed. Have a great day, and thanks for jumping on, and I hope you have a good day. Yeah, so 4 months, 150. All right, so that's how I was. I upped mine to 300 at 6 months, and this time last year was when I decided to stop taking my Wellbutrin because I would forget to take it, and I would forget like 1 to 2 days, and I'll take it, and then be on it for a couple days, and I forget for the couple days, and like I would take it on the weekend, and then I quit taking it on Fridays, and then it kind of just started bleeding into the week, and the more I noticed that when I took it, I felt worse. So that was when I was like, okay, I think I can handle this from here. I felt worse than how I was feeling when I wasn't taking it, and I definitely felt anxious all the time for no reason, and like I always felt like, oh well, like what's gonna happen? Like, do they like me? Do they not like me? What's going on? Am I doing this right? I'm gonna do this wrong. You know, it was this. At that point, it was just I knew that I could handle, the depression that was left over, that I could handle it. So I stopped taking it, and then I got home. I went back to Michigan and went back to my doctor, and I said, hey, I quit taking Wellbutrin because of this reason and that reason, but I think maybe I should just get on Prozac because I'm still not very happy, but I don't feel like I'm depressed, if that makes any sense to you. Yeah, Chrissy, so definitely take notes of what you're feeling, okay, and be really detailed of how you're feeling, because that is really helpful when you go to the doctor. Write down how you're feeling, and also when you're feeling good, when you're having a good day, write those down as well. I am a big advocate of documenting your good times, because there will be days that you just have a complete shit day, and you're like, I can't get out of this. I can't go back. This is awful. This is the worst day ever, and I can't physically. You'll feel like I can't physically be happy, but if you go back to those notes and go back and read your notes from the time you were happy, and then it reminds you of those times, and you can say, oh shit, yeah, that's right, I was really happy that day. Like, I can, it's okay. Like, I'll let these feelings pass. I wanted to mention that the Wellbutrin stopped working for a month when I increased to 200, I think because of manufacturer change. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know about anything about pharmaceuticals or manufacturers. Yeah, girl. And if you're on the Facebook group, keep an eye out. I'm gonna post some things down there. I know I haven't posted in the group in a while, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm gonna post some videos. I think it'll be really helpful. Yeah, definitely keep a journal, and keep videos. And that was one of the main reasons why I did a lot of vlogs last year, 2 years ago, because I wanted to document the times that I was happy, so I can go back and look and see my videos and say like, oh yeah, that's when like you were really happy. Look at you, Cora. Like, you can be really happy, and that just really helped me. So definitely give that a shot. All right. Did I miss any questions? Okay. Any of you have any questions right now? Chrissy? Johnny? I don't know who else is here. No, Chrissy, I'm actually not on anything. Um, I was on Prozac when I moved to California back in October. I was still taking my Prozac, but I fell into the habit again of just not taking it every day, and I felt fine. The Prozac was great; it helped me a lot with just being happy. But I felt like I was just happy enough in my life that I didn't really need it to help balance the hormones. Um, and yeah, so I can officially say that I think I stopped taking it in November. So December, January, February, March, April. It's almost May. So I'm like 5 months, almost 6 months prescription free. So I don't have anything. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty proud of that. There are days that I still struggle, but I don't have to be on medication anymore. Thanks, Chrissy. The only thing that I am on is birth control, and as you other females in the group understand, it does affect your hormones for sure. But yeah, I'm prescription free. I'm not on Ritalin anymore. I'm not on Prozac. Um, yeah, so it's good. I've really been focusing on personal development and increasing my positive mindset and just um, focusing on like what I want to do in life and what makes me happy. And I'm doing what makes me happy, and that in return is helping me just stay happy. Chrissy, I'm not in therapy actually. I haven't been in therapy since January last year, actually, because my therapist, I came out here for 3 months for work and then moved back to Michigan. And when I went back to Michigan, my therapist was out on maternity leave, having a baby, and I had so much stuff going on, and I didn't realize that she was back in practice. She never called me or sent me an email to reschedule or anything, so I didn't know, but I didn't feel like I needed to be in it. And I'm not seeing anyone right now, but I definitely do want to find a new therapist out here in the Bay. I just haven't put really any effort into it, to be honest. I found a couple. I just haven't called and made an appointment yet. But I definitely want to get back into it for sure. All right. Any other questions? I'm gonna jump off here soon. I've been on for 45 minutes. So thank you all for jumping on and giving me your live questions. I really do appreciate it. And if you're not already part of the Facebook group, do join the Facebook group. I believe it is linked in my channel description. And the channel is Life in Real Time. So it's life and then the letter N, real time, because I messed up the first time trying to make this group. So life in real time. I will link it below in the comments as well and pin it. So yeah, I hope to see you in the group if you're not there, and hope to see some hellos and all that. I'm going to post some videos, some links from YouTube I mentioned earlier, and some links about the personal development. And I really do suggest you go out and read those or listen to those if you have a commute. Buy some audiobooks and listen to them on the way home. I'm telling you, like repetitive positive thoughts, and like listening to it is really going to help you. It helped me. Definitely that book, As a Man Thinketh, and a more modern book, You Are a Badass, Ways to Unleash Your Inner Badass and Start Living a Full Life. That book is amazing, and especially, bye guys.